Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, O'Connell.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's O'Connell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
A strong running. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Nix. This is caught by Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
Back to throw. Nix.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
A throw over the middle, taken in. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Second down and 3. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Nix. Now he steps away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Malcolm Kuntz in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Play action. Now O'Connell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, they'll run with White. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw here, O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. A nice pickup of 17 yards. First down, here's White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, man out of the backfield gets in for the score. now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Fights loose.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
To throw on 2nd down, Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating from the gun, Nix. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Nix. And it's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Greg Dulcich from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, O'Connell. Pass taken in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. And O'Connell now to throw.
That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Broncos are about set to go on offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To throw again. Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
They give it to Williams, running right.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have yet again retaken the lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They go right back to White here on first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. They're moving the football with relative ease on this drive.
Well, let's go ahead and tick off the numbers. Third play of the drive, 3 first downs. Yeah, I would say that's relative ease. Keep feeding him the ball. He's hungry.
They stay on the ground with White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell.
And his pass incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And they go play action here with O'Connell.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Nix. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Got a man, it's Mayer.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Broncos' 8-yard line.
Now it's O'Connell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things at 17-all.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. Got him out, but it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Nix. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
The kick by Lutz is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Give him 2 on the play there, and it's a first down for the Broncos.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down. Nix. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Third down and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Josh Reynolds, 60 yards.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 89 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake. O'Connell.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
DJ Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Marvin Mims,
27 yards.
and the Broncos add 6 to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Let's ride out. Let's ride out. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Once again, we got to go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's dominate this. Who won? Let's go. Go for it. What's the deal, dog? Keep our poise. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand
They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. DJ Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Williams running left. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Michael Burton, the fullback, the intended target. And it's 3rd down and 2.
This is your day, baby. Get something together.
Off play action. Nix.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run. It's Williams. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First down, Broncos.
Back to throw. Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's McLaughlin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Nix.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Let's do our thing. Let's go, baby. We gotta have it. Playmakers, step up. Let's get some going. That's right. Let's go now. Let's go. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Oh, wait, nobody else to make it. You make the play.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a run by White. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Opting to run again here with White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 109 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Play action. Now O'Connell. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now O'Connell. He finds Mayer here.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the shotgun, O'Connell. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with White.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. O'Connell now to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 10 yards out.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Nix.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Nix.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
3rd and 8.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. It's picked up by the... And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Raiders 24.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go now. Let's go. Gotta have it, baby. You gotta have it. Let's go to work. Show them what you got. Let's roll. Let's go. Let's go. Get it. Get it. Let's go. Man, I've seen that for a couple of times already. It's a big one now. It's a big one. You're supposed to catch that, baby.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Throwing, O'Connell.
And that's complete to Adams.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
O'Connell working from the gun.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. To the air again with O'Connell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Williams.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31. 97 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, Nix.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Nix toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
52, Raiders 24.
Show 'em what you got. Do your thing. Do your thing, man. Come on, baby. Let's big time. It's game time. That's right. Let's get it to the wheel, baby.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
To throw here, O'Connell.
It's caught here by Adams.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's go.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. That's Gallup on the slant.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing on 3rd, O'Connell.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll run for it. This is White. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man is Myers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense.